Hi, my name is Sharon, and I was asked to do a quick tutorial video regarding the hatch green chili that I'm growing here in Boise, Idaho. Now, I started my green chilies in January inside, very similar to these. These are actually yellow peppers that my husband planted about a month ago, and it's way too late in the season right now to have any production. He just wanted to see if they grew, and they did, straight from the grocery store and our refrigerator. We put it in a salad and he planted the seeds, and here we go. But this is exactly what I did with my hatch. I purchased some hatch green chili last year from a vendor here, and I got some fresh, and then I also got some roasted. And I kept one of the fresh ones, allowed it to dry out, and then in January I planted those seeds. So I planted them indoors at 70 degrees using a grow little lamp, very cheap LED type lamp. So I just kept it at 70 degrees, used the lamp maybe 8 hours a day, and then when I watered them, you just kind of lightly spray using a spray bottle, and you usually don't want to try not to get the leaves wet. You just want to kind of spray at the base. And then I kept them inside until April because it was just too cold here. But during that time I did transplant them, and so the next size pot I used was this size pot right there, and then couple months later I just ended up putting them in that size pot, like half a gallon. And as the weather was nice, I would take them back outside and then back inside. That's a Roma tomato I started inside, and that's actually 2 tomatoes. My husband built that planter box, but as you can see, they're already starting to produce fruit. These are my green chili plants, and they're growing really fast, really quickly. It is 90 degrees here today, so what we did was we took the side of our greenhouse off because I'm afraid that it might get too hot in there for them. Another thing I did with the garden box is I planted green beans directly behind the green chili plants because green beans and peas are good companion plants, and they also supply nitrogen to the pepper plants. And then that's just basil right there. So that's the only reason why I have those growing. So you can see these are banana peppers. And then I'll show you some of my bigger green chilies. And one thing I have thought about doing over the last few days is I am going to trim some of the leaves off the green chili plants, just because I think that will help the fruit. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's one of my bigger ones right there. And then you can see another one, and then you can kind of see where they're just growing up really well. And so doing some more research, I do have 2 concerns going on right now with these plants, and one is just maybe too much nitrogen, because too much nitrogen will cause the leaves to be really bushy but not put off as many peppers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trimming some of these bigger leaves to see if that helps. But you can see how tall they are. And I'm not going to use any more chicken manure, but I will continue to do that in the future. But I'll do it about a week after I transplant them outside, and not right when they're producing fruit. So I'll let you guys know how that goes as far as trimming. And then another thing that I have a concern about is cross-pollination, because I do have a couple red pepper plants. There's one right here. And then that banana pepper plant. So I've been told that sometimes they can cross-pollinate with each other, and that might cause the green chili to not be as hot. Or my red bell peppers could actually be hot like green chili, which I really wouldn't have a problem with. So that's kind of cool. But there you have it. There's my plants. Let me know if you guys have any advice or recommendation, because I definitely like any kind of help, because I have tried growing green chili in the past. These are the ones outside, if you can definitely see how much smaller they are. I do have a bell pepper coming, a couple of them, but none of the green chili plants. I don't see any. Oh, actually I do. There's one right there. If I can move that. There we go. So you can kind of see them. But what a difference in size. And so I'm going to just trim them and see what I can do. See if that makes any difference on the production of fruit. But I mean, to be able to say we're at almost the end of June and I have green chili plants growing in Boise, Idaho, that's kind of a miracle in itself. And that's one of my artichoke plants, and I'm going to go ahead and let this just bloom. I grew some last year as well, and these are grown by seed as well. Everything that I have planted, including my flowers, all came from seed and started in January. That way I have some blooming flowers. And if you look in the background, you can see our farm ground. And there's actually been years and years of cattle and different farming going on. So we did use that soil mainly, and then a little bit of sand because it was very clay-like. So we'll keep in touch, and I will give you updates on my plants. I'm a little worried also that it is so hot right now. It is 100 degrees in the greenhouse, so I might have to use some kind of covering to kind of protect them from getting too hot. But I'll stay in touch, and please comment, like, and share, and I will definitely respond back to you guys. Take care, and God bless you.